I got this article. I know you probably heard a bang. I pulled up the article, and you know how you pull up something and they have this video going, and it was about a crash, so it scared the crap out of me. I tell you, I didn't know what that noise was. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it. I was just like, "What is that?" Okay, now I didn't write it. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just I'm just telling you what was written. But this is in USA Today, and it was written by a gentleman by the name of Ray Locker. It says 10 things you may have forgotten about 911. And you may not have forgotten 911, but you may have forgotten some things. So I'm gonna just go over some of them. See if I have enough time to go because I want to get some Norma Jean in there, right? Okay, so number one says, we don't know how the hijackers got into the cockpit of some of these planes. It says the comprehensive report of the commission created to investigate the attacks, which were published in 2004, said no one could determine how the hijackers were able to get into the cockpits of the 4 commercial airliners they hijacked. I didn't even know they hijacked 4 of them. A flight attendant on American Flight 11 speculated that they had jammed their way in. The 911 report said perhaps the terrorists stabbed the flight attendants to get a cockpit key. Why can't I say this word? To force one of them to open the door of the cockpit door, or to lure the captain on the first officer out of the cockpit. We got to get another subject because I'm just jacking this up. I'm going to end up saying something that I'm not trying to say. Once the hijacker gained control of American 11, they guided it towards New York's World Trade Center towers, where it struck the North Tower on the World Trade Center from 8 a.m. At 8:46 a.m., all 81 passengers, including 5 hijackers and 9 crew members, died in the crash, along with an unknown number of people in the tower. That thing was devastating. Okay. Number 2, passengers and crew aboard the planes provided critical information. Okay. I guess they said, we're going to go down. We're going to try to give you everything that we can. Those aboard the 4 hijacked flights, American 11, United 175, American 77, and United 93, called family and friends from their cell phones or used the aircraft's radio communications to report the hijackings. That alerted authorities to the hijackings and enabled them to understand why they could not track the planes after their navigation systems were turned off. Okay? It got more, but I'm not going to go in there. I'm going to go on to the next one. Number 3, light passenger loads made it easier for the hijackers to maneuver. You know, American 11 bound from Los Angeles had 81 passengers on board out of a possible 158, according to the 911 report. United 75 also left Boston and Los Angeles, had 56 passengers out of possible 168. The load factor was 33%, considerably low than the 49 average for the flight. America 77 headed to Los Angeles from Washington had 50 passengers out of the capacity of 176 passengers. 911 report and others said. United 93, bound from Newark, New Jersey to San Francisco, had only 37 passengers for a 20% load factor, which was below the normal 52%. Now, where are these people traveling? Because every time I travel, it's just full of people. You're looking for the plane to take off and get those empty seats and maybe some space nobody's putting into it, so you won't be in that cramped spot. But they would just flew off with no problem, hardly any people in the plane. So my thing is, if the airline lowered the rates, they would have more people in the plane. Okay, number 4, missing hijackers made it easier for the United 93 passengers to storm the cockpit. So it was hijacker. Okay, this is the only one of the four hijacked flights that did not strike its intended target, the U.S. Capitol. Wasn't that the one when they beat the crap out of that guy? Some of that is because it was only one that had four jackers instead of five and took down American 11, American 77, and United 177. The operative likely intended to round out the team for his flight. Mohammed Khatani had been refused entry by a suspicious immigration inspector at Florida's Orlando International Airport. The 911 report said as the passengers were just seconds away from getting into the cockpit, the hijacker at the controls crashed the plane in an empty field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, just 20 minutes away from Washington. That was probably closer to where I was at that time. Number 5, the World Trade Center had been targeted before. New York's World Trade Center held an iconic status for terrorists, even before 911. Now, I remember hearing that. A bomb planted in the van, underground, that was another killing that had happened. And then, so we're going to go on to number 6 because I don't have time to read. Okay. Vice President Cheney ordered United 93 to be shut down. Wow. Before the passengers forced the crash of the United 93, then Vice President Dick Cheney gave an approval for the plane to be shot down before it could reach Washington. 911 report said the Vice President authorized the fighter craft to engage the aircraft. The report says, however, the report ended in the Air Force fighters were airborne at the time and probably would not have found and reached United 93 in time. That's Dick Cheney. Now, wasn't he the one that shot somebody in the face? This man, he is off the chain. Don't marry a Cheney. Don't marry a Cheney. If the last name is Cheney, get away. Number 7, earlier plots also targeted commercial aircraft. Number 8, the U.S. worked on multiple attempts to kill Osama bin Laden before 9/11. We know that. Number 9, the CIA warned President Clinton about hijacking in 1988. Number 10, Saudi Arabia had multiple ties to the hijackers. I don't know how much truth that is in it, but that's what's on USA Today about the 10 things you may have forgotten. Some of the things I didn't even know. You can't forget something you don't know. But I will go ahead and put that out. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and listen to my girl, Norma Jean Angel, with her award-winning song, Sunday Brunch. And I will be right back as soon as I find her. There she is. I'll be right back. Stay with me. Steve is coming. He's coming. Stay with me, okay?
The sun that makes me feel so in love with the sun. It's a sunny day. over the beautiful blue skies and the sun beating down on the beautiful water. From the most high, I feel the Sunday run. The sun is flaring down. Sunday wine and cake and a tall glass in the Sunday brunch. Oh, on the seafront, I feel the sun. And beautiful, beautiful sunny day where we can just lift up and sail far away. A Sunday brought our little Saturday. The sun is flaring down. Sunday brunch, and the sun is flaring down. Yes, it's the sun that makes me feel so in love with the sun. And the sun is flaring down. And the sun is flaring
All right, that was Norma Jean Angel and Sunday Brunch, and I am here with my guest and my special long distance friend, Steve Hester. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Lena. How are you?
I am doing just fantastic with everything going on, all the madness going on in the world. I'm managing to keep my head up high and keep a smile on my face. What about you?
That's awesome. I'm doing the same, and I'm so glad. I'm watching the news today, and it looks like Irma wasn't nearly as fierce as they were afraid of. And it looks like mostly everybody's okay, so that's a good thing today.
Yeah, that is, and that's always good to hear because you just never know. They had us shook, and plus we got to put more money into Harvey, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, because they really got it bad, but
They did.
I don't want to waste my precious time, even though Harvey's important. I want to talk about you. I haven't heard from you in a year. It's been a year.
I believe it has been almost exactly a year.
Yes, it's